Get ready to be haunted by Ringu, the Japanese horror film that will leave you gripping your seat. Grab your popcorn, dim the lights, and let the fear unfold. In the opening scene, we are introduced to a cozy suburban home where two high school girls, Tomoko and Misami, have gathered for a sleepover. As the evening winds down and they prepare for bed, their conversation takes a chilling turn. They discuss a mysterious videotape that's been circulating among their peers, a tape that supposedly carries with it a deadly curse, promising the viewer a grim fate within 7 days of watching it and receiving an ominous phone call. Tomoko, her voice trembling with unease, confesses that just a week ago, she and her friends succumbed to curiosity and watched this eerie tape. Her admission sends a shiver down Misami's spine as she starts connecting the eerie dots. Amidst their mounting concerns, an unexpected phone call pierces the silence, causing both girls to jump with anxiety. With trembling hands, they answer the call, only to find immense relief as it's Tomoko's mother on the line, simply notifying her daughter about her late return. Misami, feeling a rush of relief, excuses herself to use the restroom while Tomoko heads to the kitchen to fetch some soothing drinks. Tomoko, while in the kitchen, witnesses the television set mysteriously turning itself on, sending eerie ripples of fear through her. Reacting promptly, she switches it off and hastily returns to the kitchen to rejoin Misami. She turns around, only to be thrust into a terrifying encounter as she's abruptly attacked by this unseen force, her desperate cries fading into darkness. In the next scene, we are introduced to Tomoko's aunt Reiko Asakawa. Reiko is engrossed in conducting interviews with teenage girls, seeking to unravel the enigma surrounding the cursed videotape and his eerie phone call. One of the girls, with a shiver in her voice, recounts the chilling tale of the tape and the inevitable phone call, prophesying their demise within a week. Later, within the confines of her office, Reiko delves further into the disturbing case. She pores over a newspaper article detailing the tragic deaths of a 19-year-old boy. Reiko's relentless pursuit of the truth takes a devastating turn when she receives the heart-wrenching news of her niece's demise. Overwhelmed by grief, she, along with her 7-year-old son Yoichi, attends the somber funeral. Amidst the mourning relatives, Yoichi ventures upstairs to Tomoko's room, his innocent curiosity compelling him to explore the eerie surroundings. Reiko, with a heavy heart, enters the room and tenderly takes Yoichi in her arms. Afterwards, she engages in somber conversations with Tomoko's classmates, attempting to glean any insights into the inexplicable deaths that have shaken her family. What she learns is truly horrifying. Tomoko and her 3 friends, all of whom had watched the cursed videotape, met their tragic end simultaneously on the same fateful night. The following day, Reiko musters the courage to visit Tomoko's house, her heart heavy with grief and trepidation. She enters a room, scanning the surroundings with a sense of foreboding. There, amidst the dimly lit space, she stumbles upon a receipt for a photo album. It's at this very moment that Tomoko's mother enters, her face etched with profound sorrow. She shares the haunting discovery of her daughter's lifeless body. Driven by a relentless need for answers, Reiko retrieves the developed photos from the lab. As she sifts through the images, she uncovers a chilling revelation. Tomoko and her 3 friends had embarked on a seemingly innocuous trip to Izu Pacific Land Resort, determined to unravel the mysteries surrounding this cursed journey. Reiko decides to visit Izu Pacific Land Resort herself. She presents it to the receptionist, her voice quivering as she inquires about any anomalies. However, as the receptionist examines the image, Reiko's gaze falls upon an unlabeled videotape, resting innocently nearby. Intrigued and uneasy, she takes possession of the tape. Reiko inserts the tape into the television. The footage that plays before her eyes is brief, yet deeply unsettling. A series of disjointed and eerie scenes unfold. As the tape ends, Reiko's terror reaches its peak as she bears witness to a spectral apparition. However, her respite is short-lived as the room's phone suddenly rings. emitting the same screeching sounds from the cursed tape. Convinced that her life is hanging by a thread with just 1 week remaining, she seeks out her ex-husband, Ryuji Takayama, a man with an uncanny connection to the supernatural. And in an attempt to validate her plight, she asks him to take a photograph of her. The photograph, however, reveals a disconcerting truth. Her face is blurred, further corroborating the curse's malevolent grip on her life. Despite her reservations, Ryuji, intrigued and concerned for Reiko's safety, consents to watching the cursed videotape. A day later, Reiko and Ryuji set out on a perilous journey, traveling to Oshima to decode the cryptic message spoken in an enigmatic Oshima dialect found in the tape. Before her departure, Reiko ensures her son Yoichi's safety by taking him to her parents' house, seeking refuge in familiar surroundings. As the night descends, Reiko is rudely awakened by a chilling sight. A noise in the room draws her attention, and to her horror, she discovers young Yoichi watching the cursed tape. Her voice quivering, she demands an explanation, and Yoichi reveals that it was Tomoko who urged him to undertake this perilous act. With the weight of impending doom pressing down upon her, Reiko, accompanied by Ryuji, sails to Oshima. Upon their arrival on Oshima, a man named Hayatsu provides them transportation to their inn, marking the beginning of their Eerie exploration. As they travel, Reiko grapples with the haunting question of why Shizuko, the woman featured in the cursed videotape, chose to commit such a gruesome act as throwing herself into a volcano. As they reach their inn on the island, Ryuji's acute sense of perception tingles with an unsettling sensation, the very same mirror that had haunted the cursed videotape. Their journey takes a surreal turn when they encounter Shizuko's brother, Takashi. Reiko approaches him. However, to their bewilderment, Takashi denies having a daughter named Shizuko. Later that night, a member of the hotel staff approaches Ryuji and Reiko, discreetly slipping them a photograph featuring Shizuko alongside Dr. Ikuma. With the dawn of a new day, Ryuji engages Takashi on the tranquil shores of the island. He probes for insights into Shizuko's personality and unique abilities. Takashi cryptically describes Shizuko as an enigmatic figure, recounting how she would spend endless hours gazing at the vast expanse of the sea. Curiosity piqued, Ryuji ventures further, probing whether Shizuko possessed the power to read people's minds. Pushed into a corner, in a surreal moment, Ryuji experiences a vision. It becomes apparent that Shizuko gained notoriety following a public demonstration of her psychic abilities organized by Dr. Ikuma. However, skepticism reigned as the audience dismissed her feats as mere magic tricks. Tragedy struck during the demonstration when a sudden death among the spectators sent shockwaves through the crowd. In a poignant revelation, it becomes evident that Shizuko had spotted her daughter, Sadako, among the onlookers and questioned her involvement in the tragedy. Ryuji's deduction follows a chilling path. Sadako possesses the power to kill through her thoughts alone. Reiko's heart sinks as she grapples with the realization that her time may be running out. With just 1 day remaining to live, a sudden epiphany strikes Reiko. She realizes that Ryuji never received a phone call after watching the cursed videotape. Sadako met her demise in the very land where Izu Pacific Land Resort now stands, and the curse she wields manifests exclusively upon those who view the tape within its confines. Sensing the urgency of their predicament, Reiko and Ryuji are compelled to make a harrowing journey back to Izu Pacific Land Resort. Their journey takes a turn for the better when Takashi kindly agrees to transport them to the resort by boat. Reiko, Ryuji, and Takashi make their way to Izu Pacific Land Resort. Upon arrival at their destination, Ryuji takes it upon himself to procure the necessary supplies from a local store, aware that time is of the essence. Upon reaching the resort, a chilling discovery awaits them, a sealed well hidden in the cabin's crawl space. As they place their hands on the well, a surreal and haunting vision engulfs them. They witness the brutality of Dr. Ikuma, who savagely assaults Sadako. Driven by an unwavering determination to unearth the truth and break the curse's hold, Ryuji and Reiko manage to remove the cover of the well. With great trepidation, Ryuji ventures inside, where he encounters haunting remnants of Sadako's desperation to escape. With each passing moment, the clock ticks closer to 7. Ryuji, emerging from the well, desperately tries to rouse Reiko from the depths of despair. He implores her to continue the draining process, reminding her of their beloved son, Yoichi. As they persist in their draining endeavor, Reiko makes a grim and unsettling discovery. Strands of Sadako's hair begin to emerge from the well's depths, and before long, the chilling sight of her skull surfaces in the murky water. A shiver of dread courses through them. This development sparks a glimmer of hope and a tentative belief that they may have successfully broken the curse's malevolent grip. However, Ryuji is forced to part ways with Reiko, dropping her off at her home as the investigation commences. The following day brings with it a cruel twist of fate. Ryuji, engrossed in his work at home, his television inexplicably turns on, revealing the eerie image of the well. From its depths emerges the vengeful spirit of Sadako, advancing menacingly toward Ryuji through the confines of the television screen. The terror instilled by this supernatural entity claims his life in a chilling climax. Meanwhile, Reiko, who is desperately trying to contact Ryuji during the same period, hears his final anguished cries over the phone. She rushes to his residence, but it's too late. His lifeless body has already been taken away by the authorities. Utro Ringu serves as a haunting reminder that some curses, once unleashed, cannot easily be contained, and the price of curiosity can be terrifyingly high. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more exciting content. See you next time.